Arsenal Fan TV, Bully, very disappointing tonight. I mean, a game that, I would have been disappointed if it ended up 0-0, and I just can't believe we lost the game.
Well, we qualified for Europe. We don't need to do anything between now and the FA Cup final. So, fourth place, as far as they're concerned, is like, that's it. You reckon that?
You reckon they really switched? I mean, in the second half they did go for it, but do you reckon the attitude from the start of the game was a sort of switch off with it? We've done it. There's nothing really else to play for until the FA Cup?
Yeah, definitely. Like, we may have lifted it, but we still didn't do anything. Like, a 6-year-old could have saved every single one of them shots. Fabianski just fell over and the ball was there. Right, we did nothing today. We showed no interest. We showed the same interest in the players as our board members show in the fans. Absolutely nothing. All they're interested in is taking the money out off of the fans, out of the club, without actually giving anything back. Every single one of Kroenke's teams does that.
I mean, if what you're saying is true, what you think, and that players are just can't be bothered now until the FA Cup, I mean, that would be a terrible attitude from the players who, to be fair, over the last 10, 11 games have been excellent.
Yeah, because there was still something to chase. Now it's already been done. It's like, we don't have to bother no more. And that's because it's been drilled into them from Arsenal saying fourth place, the invisible trophy, is good enough. Right, and it's not. They should be absolutely humiliated tonight because they was absolutely disgusting by the way they played on that pitch. They had no cohesion, they had no idea, and it was like a bunch of 11-year-olds running around out there. Theo, too lazy to get stuck in. Whenever he's been brought on, all he does is stand there and watch the game. He doesn't stick his foot in. Giroud, you saw it when he missed one and he just laid there and done a pose like that. We need to stop them like faffing about with their hair and things like that. Get men into our club and get Kroenke out.
Now listen, United Sunday is now taking on a lot more emphasis, that game, because they got a victory at the weekend. It's a bad loss for us at home, remember. Can we bounce back?
No.
You don't think we'll bounce back against United?
No.
Why is that?
Because I don't think the players are interested enough. They've already qualified for fourth place. As far as they're concerned, that's their season done. That's it.
You honestly think that, Bully?
Yeah. So that is what I saw out on that pitch tonight. And we've been lucky in recent weeks. We've played some good football, but we are too slow. Every single one of these players needs to go and spend the rest of the week watching every single game from the time they get up to the time they go to bed of the 2004 season, and realise what it is to actually play football and want to win. They should be disgusted with themselves, but they're not, because they get paid too much money that it doesn't bother them. As long as, like, Theo still probably get a pay rise. He's done nothing. The only time he did anything was just before he got the last pay rise, and when he stuck two fingers up at Tottenham when he got injured. That's it. And that comes from our board level, because we have got the wrong person in the board. We need to get Kroenke out and his son, and we need to get Usmanov in. We need somebody in there that is going to start throwing a size 12 hobnail boot up Arsene Wenger's backside, who will then transfer that into the players. Because tonight's performance, why didn't he bring Thomas Rosicky on? At least there would have been a bit of fire in the middle. Like, we're leaving Coquelin to do everything all the time, and the rest of the midfield, not interested.
Theo's not a world-class striker, nor is Giroud. So Giroud is a first-class model, yes. Right? He's not a world-class striker.